Here at Rangeview High School, football is a pretty important sport, but what do the students think about the NFL and about the violent acts from Sean Payton?
Well, as a defensive player, my job is to hit the offense and hit whoever has the ball. So occasionally people do get hurt, and that's just part of the game of football. But actually having to pay people to try to hurt other players, it's just wrong. It's not what football's about. That's just really bad sportsmanship. And I think, well, as the coach, Sean Payton had to have known about it. He couldn't have gone unnoticed by him. So I just think it's kind of giving a bad name to football and the players in the NFL.
Well,
Worse than the crime is the
Sean
cover-up.
Payton did the same thing. Sean Payton did the same thing. Let's not give him a pass. Phenomenal coach. I know this. But you can't have these kind of actions, this kind of behavior going on. It cannot be condoned in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I not only agree with the commissioner, I applaud his position. My only problem I have with it is that I think Loomis should be suspended for the whole year. You were the GM. It was on your watch. You had a responsibility to look out for your owner and the entire organization. The coach is the coach, but the general manager is responsible for the organization. You understand? You oversaw all of this, and you let it happen. You knew about it. You let it happen. You talk about he didn't do enough. You know what I hear? You know what I think about, Skip, when I hear people say they didn't do enough? You did nothing. It's not that you didn't do enough. It's that you did nothing. You turned a blind eye and a deaf ear. To me, Mickey Loomis being suspended for 8 games is not enough. He should be gone for the year. Sean Payton should be gone for the year. Respect for Greg Williams because he's been in the business for 23 years in the NFL. I love the fact that he was suspended indefinitely because that's Roger Goodell saying, we'll think about what we're going to. Now, Sean Payton, you just out for the year. You done. Okay? But Greg Williams, no. You're out for the year at least.
Right.
And now we will think about whether or not we want you back in the NBA. And I hear his contrite statements. I read his contrite statements and all of that stuff. I don't buy your contrition because you lied to, you denied it to, and you kept it on going. The NFL was investigating this for 3 years.
The intent is always to win, but not at the expense of your opponent. Right? You don't want the opponent to be hurt because in the end, why do you shake hands? Right? Because you acknowledge the fact that it's a competitive game and you acknowledge the fact that you respect what they brought to the table. So by putting money out on injuries in the mode that this guy did, you know, it's uncalled for. I don't think I've ever heard that in my years of playing or coaching. You know, we hear cliches and situations of coaches saying take their head off. You know, in the future, I mean, that's got to be something that we got to watch. You know, I mean, because in all actuality, our intent isn't to hurt, but it is to be physical. So, I mean, the semantics of the result of this decision as a coach definitely impacts me because you can't say things like take their head off. You know, you got to reword and rephrase and think about what you're actually saying because it impacts us at large, you know, altogether.
Baby.